EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New Orleans Saints. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And from his own end zone, Alontae Taylor will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The first throw, here's Winston. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. Down the left sideline. He may go. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry, 82 yards. And the Saints will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. Look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is, where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. On the return is Xavier Gibson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call students.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
The second down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Caught left side by Cobb. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. Breaks through the contact. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. On second down, Kamara.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Late groupie now for the extra point. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Jets.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Ready, Sonny. Come on, Sunday.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Winston now. He's got room past the 30 and finally brought down at the 34-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Hey, stop.
From the gun, Winston. Underneath for Miller. Down the sideline he goes. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside handoff now, Miller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
White. Follow.
To throw, Winston. Throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Winston. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
White.
Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's now 4th and goal.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Over.
Back to the ground. This time, Cook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And this throw will be intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On second down, Winston again. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
First down, Winston. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And now they're in the hurry-up. Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints are able to widen their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. On the return is Gibson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New Orleans Saints. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a throw here, hauled in. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Jameis to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And he will take this one home. touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from his own end zone, Alontae Taylor will return it. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here is 3rd and 5.
Wait.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And they'll accept that penalty. And that flag accepted. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New Orleans Saints. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Here we go. Chip's clear.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. Steps away to his left. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure is starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Another carry for Herbert on second down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Back to throw. Fields buying time to his left. Will throw that one away.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They set up the screen to Miller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a handoff to Miller. And some room to maneuver. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry, 59 yards. And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Are any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
They'll turn to Kamara, and he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Werner.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Fields. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10.
I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guy.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And it's going to make our score 15-3. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Bears. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And from his own end zone, Alontae Taylor will return it. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a second down throw for Winston. He gets it left side to Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Still a few inches short of the first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Miller. There's a nice move. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Winston. Complete. It's Johnson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Tries the left side and finds Olave. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, Winston. This is caught. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown! Chris Olave on the touchdown toss for Jameis Winston, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room. He's
got it at the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 66 yards. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-17. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the... And now this is intercepted, my goodness. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now a first down throw, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Bears.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Winston now. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Winston on 4th down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Fields on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Here's Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Off play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete. A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. And off right side for Herbert. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Following the interception, Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Perry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
White.
Here's Winston. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Flip. Screen, double team.
Here's Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Winston to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. On 1st down, Fields. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Bears. Equanimous St. Brown. 65 yards. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is down to 2.
Next to score, Saints 29, Bears 27.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he gets this up past the 40. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. 59 yards. Saints will add to their fourth-quarter lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And they'll turn to Kamara. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And this taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Fields. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. DJ Moore. 75 yards. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Fields trying to throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Jameis to throw it. This one taken in by Olave. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Herbert. Shedding the tackle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's a give to Herbert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he's taken down. And now they can milk this, take it all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, We take a break. Herbert. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Here we go, son.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Santos now to add the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
42, Saints 37.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New Orleans Saints. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Here's Goff. Forced out to his left. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Winston. That one complete downfield to Johnson. Touchdown, New Orleans. him. 32 yards. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. Winston.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On first down, it's gone. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first and 10, Goff rolling to his right. This is caught at the 20. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 57 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Taylor now from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin with a run by Miller. And he's got some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. And 22 more yards there and another first down. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Kamara running on first down, but finding nowhere to go as he's bottled up behind the line.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. Now Winston. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 21 yards there on third down.
And that
That's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A first down throw for Winston. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Saints are once again back in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people are starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll come up 2nd and 7. To throw is Goff. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 82 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Here's 3rd and 10. Now Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To throw is Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Coming left is Kamara. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now Jameis going to change things up. Second down, Winston. Little short pass here to Hill. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Winston's throw caught by Olave. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Here's Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints have moved out in front. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning the perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Goff on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Caught by Montgomery. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Goff now looks to throw. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Goff. Dancing to his left. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. A shotgun snap for Goff. Being chased out left. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're trying to dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taylor now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Finds his man, that's Olave on the crossing route. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first down carry now for Miller. Powers past him at midfield. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good off. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. A point after, good by Groupie. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now, Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
This pass down the field for Gibbs. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes it to Olave. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, Winston. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Jameis to throw it. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Miller is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. Winston to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Kamara. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. 3rd and goal. Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. So he picks it in one end zone, brings it all the way down inside the red zone.
And he took a gamble, didn't he, Brandon? I mean, he intercepted that in the end zone. Could have taken a knee there. They get the ball on their own 20. Great job taking the ball away. But he takes that chance, brings it out, and boy, what a conversion that turned out to be.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration position when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown! Josh Reynolds, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make...
There he goes, right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A give to Kamara running right. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And quickly, they get to the line. Winston now. Touchdown, Saints. Jimmy Graham from 21 yards away. And the Saints have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep... And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. He's on his way. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kendre Miller, his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Buying time to his left. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Carlson has his teed up, ready to get started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Ready. Wait.
On third down, Miller. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Check pitch. Striker, 3-3.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they... And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And from his own end zone, Alontae Taylor will return it. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now it's Miller running right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 12.
Here's Winston. Setting up the screen for Miller. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Now Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready. Hey, check mega. Watch out now. 50 cluster. 6.
On 1st and 10, Love. And this is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
35 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Winston. That is caught. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Winston a give. It's Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Winston. Forced out to his left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, 5 on the 50.
Throwing, Winston. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 19 yards away. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slam.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19s. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
It got his man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Winston now to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They need 2. Here's third down. Winston. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Winston. Completes it to Perry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Winston. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, Winston again. And this one's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On third down, Winston. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the gun, Winston. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Jordan Love ready on first down here. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. pressure.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Love going to give this one to Jones. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
10 cycles. Ready?
Throwing. Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Jameis to throw it. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, 38 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They'll turn to Kamara, and he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7, and that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive first. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 74 yards. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Alontae Taylor. He will score. Touchdown, Saints. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Hey, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. Winston to throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Black Ultra.
Here's Love. Slant route, he's got Downs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
6, Mega. Ultra. Go Ultra. 10.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
There he goes, left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Watch out now. 50 series. Fight 60. Quick, yellow.
They run once more with Dillon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Smith red. Yellow, line.
Love with a give to Dillon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Shot, 17. Check white.
Dillon going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
52 blaster.
They'll look to run with Dillon. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stopped up in the backfield. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Winston now. That is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd down, Winston. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
13 yards on the play. That's good.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Winston. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Jameis now on 1st down. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down throw for Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down.